All right, welcome back here to Calling the Audible, Division A&B, as we'll be joined by Terry Tam a bit later on here. Simon, GM, Eagle in the saddle, and PG in his own saddle, resting his wrist after...
resting his wrist.
Anyway, let's talk about the games that was in Division A and B. We'll go with Division A first. The games that caught our attention, gentlemen, I start with you, Simon Dagenet.
I liked so I caught most of the Ocean's 12 against Ashtagan. Ashtagan was without a few key players. The Moses brothers weren't there.
They were up north. No, they were up north this
they
weekend. They've been
they
world
were
travelers. Up north last weekend.
Isn't the hashtag NR championship party happening right now?
On the Florida Everglades as we speak.
Okay.
So we have Ashtagan. We're missing the Moses brother. Troy was not present, I believe.
Troy Trench, yes. Yeah.
They were missing a few guys. Ocean's 12 brought in the big guns. They had Nathan Taylor play for them. That defense looked a lot like the finest, to be honest with you. And Ocean's 12, man, that was a good game. Ashtagan scored in garbage time to just sort of seal the deal. But overall, it was a close game, but Ocean 12 came out on top. It looks good for Ryan Gassner.
Well, look, we'll talk about it, but this could be...
He joked around during the game. He said, I had more stops in 2 weeks than I had in like 10 years.
Probably is right. He's got more athletes to work with. Let's call it for what it is. Rainmakers, nice team. Ocean's 12, bunch of a-holes that want to win football games.
Ocean's 12 has chances of winning a title. Rainmakers looked like they were supposed to be having fun, but they were not.
But that's what it is. Rainmakers are a bunch of nice guys.
Yep.
That you like to go out for a Friday night dinner, and you want to go out to a club, you go with the Ocean's 12 boys. That's what it is. This might be his best chance. His path right now.
Well, considering there's no finest for no real Montreal's finest, there's no D boys. This makes Ocean's 12 one of the front runners.
I think they are a front runner for this division, or championship at least. Outsiders. I know the scoreline looks a little bit closer than expected here. They win by 4 over Monstars.
Is a great team.
But remember, Outsiders in this game had the ball with 5 plays left. Wyeth went for the kill shot to make it a 2-score lead and was picked off in the end zone. And Rod Mashtub, who has been not a thorn towards Kevin Wyeth, but he has been a thorn towards Kevin Wyeth-led teams with his style of play. Yeah. Had a chance to win it with 2 plays left and was picked off. Game over.
Who?
In the game, it was by Pat Jerome. In the game. Now,
I heard Pat Jerome was not a good defender. Remember that?
Well, Pat Jerome is...
you remember that?
Who said that?
Wasn't it Vinny?
Vinny, yeah.
Yes.
Those good times.
Yes. I don't know what it is with Monstars, but I feel like they're just missing... You said it in the last Div C podcast with the commissioner. They're missing that spark, right? Yes, they were missing some guys. Breezewald didn't play. Sam Mashub didn't play.
I think
maybe it's different.
I think Monstars will be fine. I think they're a very strong team this season. I also think that they know it's Division A. The regular season doesn't really matter. So there's games where they know, whatever, even if we lose this game, we're not going to make the playoffs. Their life are on the line in week 2 against Kevin Wyatt.
Yeah.
If it was the playoffs and they lost in this particular scenario, I would say a very different story. But considering the circumstances, let's not overreact.
Congratulations to the con artists, by the way.
For
winning.
Hey,
we're on the board, baby.
Listen,
Mo has appropriated himself onto this team.
I have put myself. I'm going to be there. If they win, I'm going to be in the team picture.
I mean,
okay, there, Rayhan.
I mean, well, his name is in the team, so you know. But I was there. I score kept that game. Dan Azar got hurt.
What do you mean got hurt?
Yeah, he popped his shoulder, non-throwing shoulder.
Are you serious?
That's why Paul Lapierre has like one drive for a touchdown, and so Dan was on the sidelines and he was clearly hurt, and he still came back because he knew his job was in jeopardy. Because Paul Lapierre just, as soon as Paul takes over, man, that team is still as competent as with Dan. And listen, I'd like to make fun of him. I think he's the better quarterback, but at the end of the day, if Dan's actually hurt, they won't lose much. They lose a great receiver.
GM, thoughts?
Simo's not wrong.
Hey, let's stay here.
I think that yes, with Dan at quarterback, they make the best of the resources that they have available to them. But should anything happen to a quarterback in Division A,
They have the luxury though.
They have the luxury,
for
whereas
sure.
a lot of these teams do not have anyone else to fall back on.
Let's be honest. Paul is also a very good Division A quarterback. He's also a great receiver. But I agree that it's not such a drop.
I'm not gonna touch the freshman Braves game.
No, that's the one I saw.
Okay, here's a good question. Here's a carryover for you. If Paul Lapierre is throwing for the freshman,
No, not even.
would it be anywhere close
Well,
to being
it would be
competitive?
better. I mean, they don't have a quarterback. They have a revolving door at quarterback of guys that play receiver that are just throwing a football around. The only play that worked for them, they just threw it up, and nobody on Braves went up for it. It was weird. They were just making fun of each other.
Brav said, we'll give them this one.
If that's sort of how it felt like. But at the end of the day, when they were in the end zone, they were driving. Braves, they understand it's Div A, and if you want to play in Div A, don't expect freebies. Like, you're not just gonna walk the field and score because they let you score. And they were up 66-6 with like a few minutes left on the game, and freshmen at first and goal, like at the 1, they had a turnover on that because Braves played defense. But at the end of the day, freshmen don't have a quarterback. The receivers are not bad. The players around them, they're not bad. They're a bit small. They don't have a lot of size. I think they could still you could make it work.
They're very
Yes,
young. They're high school guys.
you can make it work offensively. Defensively, they might need a little bit of help, but they need a quarterback.
And they won't find a quarterback. I'm sorry.
Until they find somebody, and even like a Division C quarterback will make a better fit. Like, you could bring in Vinny Gulano. You could make use of that. Joey Taylor could make use of
Who's
those
gonna want to play
receivers.
for these guys though? No one knows these guys. It's not like he knows a
but
known team.
At
and
the end
hey,
of the
I'll
day,
go play
you're
with this
offering
team.
them to play sort of for free to, test Division A. Like, you're helping them out because they need help. And anybody who plays freshman until they get a quarterback will not have fun. It's a trashing.
The circumstances are.
EMPS 2.0, as Simon said.
Yep.
Yeah, what it is now, the rest of the way, and the suits won't like what I'm going to say. It's now going to be a competition for every team that plays this team
I think
to see who can run up the score and get the
without
most points. In yards.
knowing the suits and being part of those suits.
The suits are going to tell us that you can't talk about that in a negative way.
I would say that we'll try to fix it as much as possible. We had the MPS before; it was a shit show. We don't want that to happen again. Hopefully, we could find a few guys to help them out. The problem is, are they open to being helped? Right.
Well, first off, get uniforms, and we'll start from there.
At least they all have matching shirts.
Yeah, thank God. Div B, the game that I saw that was really impressive, and they're probably one of my early favorites to maybe make it to the final. Men of Mayhem winning over Drop the Mic 53-31, and this was a complete annihilation. We'll have Terry Tam on shortly here to talk about this game and other games on the docket here, but we had him on the Div C podcast.
Front runner for QB of the year.
Alex Holowak, he is your poll leader right now,
Yep.
going to round number
Hands
3.
down front runner.
But this is a team where you look across the board, I think 8 guys with 1 catch or more. The defense played phenomenal in that football game, and they made Mario Pareca look like an ordinary.
Mario Pareca is a good quarterback.
He's a good quarterback, but they made him look ordinary. The yards will be up there because he was throwing
team,
nonstop.
Mayhem, this year, this team.
Yeah, it's the best version of the team ever, and they're absolutely the best team in Division B.
Oh yeah, they're.
No flaw on this team.
I would say they're the second best team at the moment. You could read my power rankings in my article if you want to see who's number 1. But I really like Mighty Mayhem. They're a complete team, and I think they're just getting started, and that's the scariest part. I think they'll get better over time, and they're destroying teams at the moment. So imagine
Wire to wire, are they going to be your first seed?
Yeah. They should be in.
It's theirs to lose right now.
Well, unless
It is the championship is theirs. to lose
oh,
right now,
really? So you think
Yes.
championship?
without a doubt.
and you play in B.
And I play in B.
That's funny. I would say I agree with Jim, but there's a chance that they might lose a few games because it's the summer and they might miss guys.
Which I believe is the case, right?
That should not
Chicago-
impact the overall performance of the team.
I believe this weekend, from what Alex Hollowick told me, Terry Tam, who apparently is going to Chicago for...
Who's Terry?
Yeah, exactly. He's going for a wedding.
Yeah, but they have Marty Friedman.
The Marty Party's there, but they're missing, I think, 3 guys this weekend.
It's okay. They'll be fine.
They
Even
got 2
if
HD this weekend.
even if they missed a few games because of missing bodies, they'll be all right.
Number 10 quarterback beating 2HD 39-32.
Sean Abram was not happy with that comment.
But okay, there's going to be 9 other quarterbacks better.
No,
Other quarterbacks
Well,
better than Sean
technically, there's
Abram.
only 8 other quarterbacks, so he's 10 out of 9.
It's fine. He should be honored by that. Surprised by the score of
Yes.
Dat Boz being 2 HD like this?
Well, did you hear about the game?
Well,
I heard about the
they have
trash
their
talk.
number though.
They do.
But you heard why they did the score?
No.
So 2.5 downs were only 6 players. Joey Taylor played defense the whole game. Sean Abraham is smart enough to know that Joey Taylor is not a Division B court DB. Joey Taylor got picked on by AJ Gomes. That was it. The matchup was AJ Gomes against Joey Taylor.
Oh, God.
AJ Gomes had like 100 yards and 3 touchdowns. And Dad Bud's fat.
Why?
Because he only had six
Six
guys. What do you want to do?
Don't you want to put him
Move
inside
to the
then?
other side of the field.
Yeah.
But they're moving AJ and they're running him at Joey. And then once they moved him, other guys scored
Yeah,
touchdowns.
but was AJ playing as a wideout or as an inside slot?
He was moving.
Wherever
They were
was
running
necessary.
at Joey. Whoever was in front of Joey would score touchdowns. And anybody who was on the sidelines would tell you if they would have had a 6 defender, 2.5 downs would probably have won.
GM, what happened with spring cleaning against Victory Royale?
That game was ours, and we lost it. Last play of the half, batted ball. It was going into Marco Masiotra's hands. Nicholas Sard punches the ball out and thought the play was over.
Oh, yeah, that was
Kyle Lebowski, great awareness.
It always
Just
happens, man. There's always one guy who doesn't jump.
fingertip catches it in the end zone to tie. A Hail Mary that mixed with right near the end being up with 5 plays left and allowing Victory Royale to score. That's what it came down to. Spring cleaning controlled the pace of the game and then lost it at the end.
Yeah, that's fair. There a few plays that didn't go spring cleaning's way.
Yeah.
You could see that Pachinal was getting frustrated with a few receivers. We'll call them drops. They're not necessarily the most accurate throws, but they were definitely catchable. And he was getting frustrated with his receivers. And as the game progressed, you could see that spring cleaning was sort of losing a handle on the game.
Yeah, Nicholas Sard had a rough outing in Div B, in his first Div B game.
Oh yeah, a lot of guys had it. Like Rajdi also had a few drops, which is uncanny.
Rushdie was also the workhorse of the team for that game, though. So-
Yeah, but he had a lot of targets and he had a lot of drops. It was uncanny. It was a weird game for spring cleaning overall. That ridiculous.
But they
Hail
have
Mary play.
and GM, the roster assembled for spring cleaning it's guys well known in the FPF circle in the upper divisions, right? Don Shepherds,
Matt Bond.
Matt Bond,
Matt
Rashi
Bond should
Applicator.
Matt Bond should get more playing time.
But what is lacking on this team?
Chemistry.
What about a deep speed burner? And Simona, we spoke about this,
Mhm.
and we brought the point that a guy that can blow off the top of a defense.
There's
is-
not a lot of speed for Division B roster.
if this is a over 45 league, these guys will kill.
Okay.
But what is lacking in your mind of
I really just think it's chemistry. If you need a speed burner, we just mentioned Matt Bond, but also Darnell Kevis Riley, who's great as a wide receiver on the outside. Who Pat
He
should
had a
probably,
great interception.
Yeah, he had a great interception off of Phil Cutler. I don't think Phil Cutler even saw him in that play.
He did not. He looked frazzled.
Yeah.
razzled, dazzled, frazzled. Men of Mayhem, quickly here, guys.
Yes.
And we'll have Terry Tam on in a couple seconds. We all like them. You're calling them as this is their season to lose. The
Yep.
B title is theirs right now. Who means more to the roster right now, Justin McLean or Chris Millard?
Chris Millard,
Agreed.
debatably one of the best rushers in FPF.
He brings what he brings as a rusher to that defense means more than what Justin McLean can bring
Yeah.
with his physicality.
Yeah, Justin's a monster on offense, but
He's also-
Alex distributes the ball very, very well and can lean on other players offensively if Justin McLean has an off game. If Chris has an off game, the entire defense will suffer.
But if you
Well, Chris
neutralize,
also brings that burn off speed offensively that Menamayam hasn't had in a long time.
They're
Right?
they're pretty close in speed though, Justin and Chris. Like in a foot race, they would be
but
close.
If you took McLean from the offensive equation, are they still a dominant offense?
Yes.
Hey, look at that.
Who takes is it Jordan Allard? Is it the Marty Party? Is
Everybody.
it Terry Tam?
Everybody. He's just going to spread the ball more, and everybody's going to have more touchdowns. That's the way Alex Olawax runs his team. It's tough to stop because he uses all 5 receivers well. He doesn't just key on one guy and says, here's 20 touchdowns.
Previously, Alex has made this Meta Mayhem team, and he's leaned on guys like James Nowakowski. Like James Nowakowski has been his workhorse on Meta Mayhem. And on this team, James Nowakowski is the weak link of Meta Mayhem. So that tells you just the shift in how strong this team has become.
That's fair.
Speaking of strong, he's very strong eating poutine. Let's bring in Terry Tam after the break here on Calling the Audible.
Today's guests on the Sportira guest line are brought to you by Sportira, the official suppliers of FPF uniforms and jerseys, as well as the home to the Sportira cage. Are you not getting your stats because your jersey is so beat up that the scorekeeper can't read your number? Don't be that guy on the Flag Plus football wall. We all know who you are. And get yourself or your team a fresh new look today by emailing info@sportira.com for quotes and details.
Banter in the meantime.
All right, welcome back here to Calling the Audible. It is GM Simo and Eagle. PZ not with us today as he's resting his wrist from a long, arduous night of.
I'm looking forward to it though because I get to play him. I'm probably going to be rushing him in Div D.
Oh, that's going to be interesting.
That's
Yeah.
gonna be fascinating to see how that plays out here. Guys,
Hold on. GM rushing piece. Over under 3 sacks.
I'll give this is the start. I'll give the stat line will be this: GM will have 4 bat downs, and he'll have 1 sack.
Oh, hey, that's a
That's
good
a
night.
great
That's
night.
good
I'll
night.
take
Great
that.
nights. That's
We'll follow up on it next week.
Yes, we will on coffees. Is Terry with us now?
He's being a little bit of a MIA right now.
Probably eating poutine right now.
Wow, you couldn't really say the words, right? You can just say he's being a bitch.
Anyway,
A little bit.
just looking at some storylines here, guys.
Okay.
No regard 0-2.
Yep.
Any concern about them being 0-2? Will they finish above 500?
Yes.
Hey, look at that.
It's a 17. Like we're taking
No,
out
listen.
freshmen from the Div A
Okay,
playoff
that
race.
first-
It's a
okay.
17 race for 6
Yeah.
spots.
They're playing freshmen twice, and they're playing Braves twice. In that first week game against Braves, that was a toss-up. Braves won, but if you play again, it's a 50-50 game. They're playing freshmen twice, so that's 2 W's right there. And on top of that, the way that Ashton and I has been playing against everybody so far, and when they play against Braves, when they play against Ocean 12, they belong in this division, and they're exactly they're on par with the competition.
And they're going to be successful against con artists. They're going to be successful against Spitfire.
Oh yeah, for sure.
It'll be a difficult game against Monstars, but there's no game where you can really write them off and say they're not going to be competitive in this game. They will always keep it close, whether it's a win or a loss.
Does Spitfire have a chance at a playoff spot?
I mean, only 6 make it in.
Yeah.
I don't think they have the firepower to win any meaningful games. They'll be freshmen, but they'll be your 7th. I don't see, from what I've seen from Spitfire, week 2. Week 1 was not very great.
Right.
Week 2, the scoreline doesn't dictate the story. Spitfire doesn't have a Div A roster. They have a Div A quarterback, but it's not a Div A roster.
Well, looking at the roster for Spitfire, and we'll be joined by Terry Tam momentarily here. Adi Sharma has Div A tangibles. Andrew Carruthers, I don't think so.
Listen, the way Carmine uses receivers, guys like Jeff Brown and Andrew Carruthers, Carruthers, thank you, become Div A. They're not the problem offensively. The thing is, they're very good role players, possession receivers, but they're not number 1 guys.
When you rely on Mike Roy, a Division D1 talent, to be your Div A target, that's problems.
Mike Roy was fine as a receiver, but they don't have that number 1 option. They have a bunch of role players.
They're a bunch of plumbers.
Okay, guys.
That's what it is.
They have a bunch of role players, but they're playing against guys that could shut them down. Carmine is good enough to use them well,
I feel
but that won't score 40.
The depth on strangers, like if Carm was to quarterback strangers in Div A, they would probably be more successful than Spitfire.
I wouldn't go that far though.
Well, no, I see GM's
Addy
points.
and Jeff are on both teams. Junior's the snapper.
Well,
Anthony Sigia.
That Jeff Brown is a snapper who gets a lot of volume.
Yeah, but he can carry that load. But like aside from that, like Carl Gagnon Bissayon was really good in Div 1 back in the day, but I don't think he's that if he'll even be at all these games. He only has 1 game played so far.
I think it's just a matter of
Ryan Hector is a monster on defense, but doesn't have the burner speed to keep up with a lot of the
I think it's
the top end guys in Div A.
I think that's another case of they used to be good, but now they're playing against, let's say, Carn Artists, who's a bunch of guys that are in their prime, and these guys are not anymore.
Well, Spitfire has Monsters coming up this Wednesday in Saint Laurent. Then they
That's
play
gonna-
Freshmen in 2 Wednesdays from now on June
That's gonna be
6th.
bad. That's gonna be a bad game.
So
It's a good team. I don't think they're up to par with the division.
I think they might get one win. That
Uh,
might be their win because look, here's
no.
a schedule afterwards, right?
There's a chance that they'll beat a few teams because these teams are not going either not going to take them seriously or be missing guys.
Look, they lose to Monsters, I think. They'll beat Freshmen.
Mhm.
Ocean's 12 will beat them.
Mhm.
Hashtag NR, I think, will beat them. Connors will rack them. Monsters will beat them again. Braves will win. And Outsiders will be the last game. They'll win that one as well, Outsiders.
I see Con Artist as the game that they might be successful in.
If Dan Lazar is not healthy enough. But that will not be the case because the Connors will be.
They
You
just
did
played
it.
Carn Artists. Carn Artists destroyed them. Like the scoreboard says 16 points difference. It was a 20-point lead for most of the game. Carn Artists, they took control of the game and it was never close.
Still trying to locate Terry Tam. I assume he is lost somewhere in the
He's
netherworld
done.
of.
He's dead. He's done. Forget it.
Eagle, is there an update on Terry Tam? What's the situation now with Terry Tam?
Oh,
He said
Typing.
3 minutes ago.
And he's typing.
Where do you think he is right now? In the washroom?
No, you would have
I
picked up.
specifically told him to get off the shitter, so likely.
No, you would have picked up.
I think that's his home away from home, by the way, the washroom.
Thank you, Mokan, for this very entertaining topic.
Looking quickly before we get to Terry Tam, the two teams 0-2 right now, Sports Campus and Prospect Squad. Prospect Squad, they're a complete mess. Like
So I
toxic
Well, the
waste.
spring cleaning are also over too, by the way.
I have insider
Yes, I know,
information.
but we spoke
for-
about you guys before.
I have
Yes.
insider information for Prospect Squad.
And we'll get to that after, as now we're joined by the plumber himself, Terry Tam. Good evening, Terry.
What's going on, MK?
You're late to the show, by the way.
I had to reset my password, and I was dropping some CLR
one
forces at
cares.
the same time.
Yeah, I knew it. 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 I knew it.
No, I was packing. I'm packing. I'm going to Chicago this weekend, so you won't see my face on the fields this week.
Thank God. Yes.
Luck-
Yes.
Luckily enough for all of you.
Okay, so Terry, let's go with the easy softball question to you.
Yeah. So when I cut my hair, it was a big decision. I mean, I can't do my
Yeah.
flip as much as I had before.
Yeah, you lost that Vidal Sassoon look to it.
A lot of people were complaining about it. Yeah.
Meta Mayhem 2-0, the panel and I, we all agree that you guys are the team to beat. It's your championship to lose. Would you agree with that?
No, I don't think so. I mean, we haven't really played. I don't think we played the top teams. Dadbods are a good team. We just caught them in week 1. Honestly, we played against them in a scrimmage too. So Hollowak is very familiar with the way they play. So, and last week we played against Drop the Mic, who I think we're bottom half of the division. They're more of like a Division 3 team, I guess. I wouldn't say they're a Division B team. But we haven't played Victory Real. I mean, Spring Cleaning is a good team too. They just have to get going. It's a strong division this year, so we'll see what happens. But no, I don't think the championship is ours yet.
Oh, thank you, Mokan, for not
Yeah.
being prepared. You just looked at me like, please do something.
I can always count on you, Simon,
Thank you. So
Not in
to
football.
throw me an interception.
That's correct.
there you go.
There you go.
There you go. All right, so give me so on your schedule, you're basically playing everybody because it's a small division.
Yeah,
What's
we
the-
played Drop the Mic twice. Thank the Lord.
If you guys were to lose in the playoffs, who would you lose to?
That's tough to say. Underachievers are a good team. I think we match up well against them, though. I'd say Victory Royale because they play a defense that's very opportunistic, right? So they jump balls really well. They're aggressive, and so I think, and Marco is a good defender, and he plays well against our number one receiver, Justin McLean. He's played well against him before, so I don't know. I think Victory Real is probably the team to look at as a threat for us.
All right.
But 2.5 Dans, we're playing them this week. I'm not going to be there, unfortunately. But 2.5 Dans, honestly, Joey,
Yeah, but
you can never
Alex has
count him
number
out.
9.
Yeah, you know what? And we're going to be
Alex
short a
has
few
Joey's
guys this
number.
week. We're missing me, Bertoldi, and James this week.
So,
So,
missing Marco and James. Okay.
Mo, there's a thing that's called playing. I don't know if you ever tried doing it.
Yeah, you don't put you on defense anymore, big boy.
We saw what happened when we did that in Division 2.
What the
You
frig?
didn't get
I thought you guys
interceptions.
were my friends. I invited you guys to my
razzled.
wedding.
What did I do?
Terry picked off Gino in week 1.
That's not
Boom.
an accomplishment. Okay.
He's a Hall of Famer, man. Screw you.
It's true.
Is he? Gino the fastest
Yeah.
Hall of Famer?
Gino's a Hall of Famer, yeah.
In what league?
Yeah, man.
Dorval?
Ours.
No, in FPF.
Oh, God.
In the same
really?
league where you're a Hall of Famer, so I guess it doesn't mean much. Hey,
I don't care for being a Hall of Famer, though.
The only person in
Gino's
this
like life
room not Hall of
achievement.
Fame is Simon right now.
Hey!
Listen.
Well, you guys, when you guys kicked me off the podcast, it was official that I would never make the Hall of Fame. So thanks, appreciate
Of
that.
course.
You're welcome.
Victory Royale. Your thoughts on them? They're right now
You
the number
literally
one.
just said that 2 minutes ago.
I know.
It's the only team he talked about.
I know, but what I want to ask you to expand on that, though, are you worried about their offense being?
I've always liked Jay Cutler. I mean, Phil Cutler, Jay Cutler, Phil Cutler. Phil Cutler's the bodybuilder. Is that the same person that we're talking about?
Jay Cutler's the bodybuilder. Phil Cutler's the.
Okay,
the
all
Phil
right,
Cutler's the
okay.
quarterback.
Okay,
So
Terry, let me ask
Cutler,
you
the
this.
one that plays for KGP, so him, that guy. People, they knock on him, but I've always thought he was a very good quarterback, and he has an extremely good receiving core now. Kerouac is one of the most underrated players in the league, I think, offensively.
Okay,
And
Boy Crush.
no, for real, honestly, people don't talk about how good he is on offense. Everybody talks about him as a rusher, but as a receiver, the guy catches everything. He's 5'3" and he catches jump balls over big guys. He's got tiny hands, but he plays like he has huge hands, and it's like people don't talk about him as much. If you look what he's done so far this year for them, I think last week he had 8 catches, almost 100 yards, 2 touchdowns. He's extremely impressive, Kerouac as a receiver, and you forget about Marco, and you forget about the other guys, and it's like I think Cutler has the weapons that he needs, and they're going to do well. They have a very good defense. No, they won't go 10-0.
Is there a team in Div B that goes 10-0?
No, not this year. But I think I was talking to you, GM. I told you there's going to be teams that the top team is going to finish 7-3. Everybody else is going to be 5-5, and then there's going to be like 1 or 2 teams that are going to be 1-9 or 2-8. That's what Division B is going to look like right now.
Terry, what do you think about Division A in general without the big bosses around?
It's weird to look at because you see it's top heavy with the Monstars and the Outsiders. I guess Outsiders, right? And then you have Oceans, no playing time, and then you have a few other teams that are scraps. There, I mean, Spitfire, they're barely even a Division B team, So I don't know how well they're gonna do, and if they can squeeze a couple wins through, it'd be good. And what I like about Oceans, no playing time, is that Ryan Kastner finally has a defense, and
But also, Terry, don't they have that added edge to their play? Whereas the Rainmakers are a bunch of guys you go out to dinner on a Friday night, but these guys you're going to a club to get into a fight with.
Well, first of all, you're not going out to dinner with the Rainmakers on a Friday night. It's the Shabbos, Mo. You should know this.
Whatever.
So it would be a Saturday night or a Sunday brunch. Okay, Mo,
Sunday
get
brunch.
your
I would do Sunday
get
brunch
your
with
facts
Iron
straight.
Makers.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. But Mo, you're right. They do have some sort of edge. The players they added it's impressive, and I like that Ryan Kastner actually went out and put himself on the line, kind of thing, and got different players on his team.
Question for you: if you mentioned Spitfire, right? They're not the B team. If you put Men of Mayhem, do you think you guys would be 3 wins, 4 wins?
In Division A,
Yes.
I think we would have. I think we finish not 4-6, about 5-5 in Division A.
Really?
You guys agree with that?
This would be the team. This would
Really?
be the
Yeah.
season to put that team in A.
Okay,
Yes.
so Simon,
But
why
the
do you
thing is,
think-
we thought about it, but we would lose Chris.
and Justin McLean, who's playing on.
No, Justin registered with them late, so he would have been with us, and we would have added Vince Nardone at that point.
Okay, so let's say
And
you
then-
duplicate them and you still get the same team, right?
If we duplicate the same team, then I think we're 500 team.
So okay, so
The only and
okay, so
honestly,
let's
if we
say-
play the Monsters twice, I think we can beat the Monsters once. Outsiders, we would lose to twice. Oceans 12, I'd say Braves. I go 1-1 because the
Really?
inconsistent roster. Yeah, inconsistent roster. Especially in the summer, not everybody shows up at the same time, so it's opportunistic, right? And we would have to
so
be
you'd
a
able to
shootout.
beat Monstars, Braves. Monstars sometimes, Braves sometimes. Oceans 12.
No crush freshman.
and then it would come down to
We would eat up
the
Spitfire.
reunion
We'd
against
eat up
hashtag
Freshman.
NR.
So essentially, you only lose to Con Artists and Outsiders.
I would say Con Artists and Outsiders would be the two teams we lose to twice. Yeah, if we had play everybody twice. I don't.
Interesting.
Yeah, depending on how many.
It's interesting.
Terry, you go to Chicago. What is the one thing you're looking forward to? Is the deep dish pizza in Chicago?
You asked me a question about the one thing, and then you told me what the one thing was.
Sounds like
Will it be?
So I'm going to Wrigley Field to watch the Cubs versus the Giants, and apparently they have a really good deep dish pizza there, so I'm going to try it there.
Are you a Cubs fan or
So-
Giants fan?
I'm a Mets fan.
I know you are. That's why I'm asking what happened there.
It's the worst.
I will be cheering for the home team.
Cubs. Mo.
Yeah,
It's a long
I know.
pause.
the Chicago Giants.
I'm just waiting for Terry to give his pick on the San Francisco Cubs and who they're going to do. Anyway, Terry,
Chicago
safe
Giants
travels-
all the way.
Safe travels to Chicago. Hope you have fun in Chi-Town
Thank you.
and enjoy the deep pan pizza over there. And let us know how it goes with that. Take a picture for us and send it back to us, please.
I will. Thank you, boys. Thanks for having me on.
Go out to the washroom.
Okay.
Terry Town.
And he's cut.
And he's done.
We'll wait to end that call before we heard the toilet flush.
Oh,
At
boy.
least.
It is now time for
No, you're missing.
Games
No.
of the week.
after we do the.
Yes, sir. The segment that pisses people off.
It is now time to unveil the number 9 quarterback from Simon Daging. That's better than Sean Abram, who finished at number 10. Drum roll, please. And the number 9 quarterback is who?
It's Patrick Chenard.
Whoa!
Chiefs
Patrick
quarterback,
Chenard.
Pat Chenard. So if I had 3 words to use, I'd say
Yes.
afraid to warm up. So he was there. So this week, freshman was playing Braves right before him. So he was on the sidelines alone because his teammate didn't show up yet. And freshmen were down by like 40 points. So I told him, go out, tell them you'll warm up with them. So you'll play quarterback for them and warm up 20 minutes. He's like, oh, well, bust the cap. Power play DFA. They're losing by 40. They lost 66-6. Worst case, they lose 30-0. Like, it's a better outcome for you guys.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
but if he played in that game and he got hurt, I would have slapped you.
Yeah.
That's not my problem.
Yeah, and it wouldn't be my problem
That's
either.
not my problem. I told him, go warm up. He's like, I can't do that. Come on. It's not that. So there you go. That's why he's number
So
9.
Pat Chenard, the number 9 quarterback, better than Sean Abram, who finished at number 10. GM, your thoughts?
I'm curious who 8, 7, and 6 are going to be.
That's going to be fascinating. I can't wait.
Wait for the next few weeks.
Next week, number 8 quarterback
On-
will be revealed.
Remember, there's only 7 quarterbacks left.
Only 7 to go. Number 8 will be unveiled next week. So, Pat Chenard, congratulations. The number 9 quarterback, better than Sean Abram, who finished number 10. All right, it is now time for...
Games of the week.
All right, here we go.
All right, let's go with Division B first. Let's go with Meta Mayhem versus 2HD.
I think this is a trap. I'm going to take 2HD because of the lost bodies.
No,
You're going through.
Mayhem.
I'm just making sure.
Yeah.
Who
No.
you got?
No.
Okay.
No. The All-Whack always beats Joey Taylor for some reason.
All right, next.
We got Victory Royale versus Underachievers.
Underachievers.
Yeah, give me Dylan Taylor.
Victory Royale.
The Mastro brothers are too good for Victory Royale.
Next.
And LGM Dad Bods.
LGM had an unfortunate victory over Prospect Squad. Didn't really play the game, to be honest with you.
But LGM doesn't have the 10th worst quarterback in the division.
No, they don't. Give me Datbots.
Yeah, give me that box.
Yeah, I like that Watts as well. Nice.
And in Division A, we got Freshman versus hashtag
No,
NR.
Just pick another game.
No, please.
Thank
no,
you,
no,
Eagle, for
no,
not being great
no,
at this.
Spread of more than 30 points?
No, put the spread at 45, then we're talking.
Okay. Outsiders, con artists.
Con artists.
Yeah. Oh, no, give me
Yeah, you took con artists. Con
I
artists.
didn't take
Simone. Yes,
anybody.
you took. Yeah. Okay, next. Jim.
Outsiders.
That's
Okay.
fine. I'll pick someone else in my article.
Ocean's
Cool.
12 Braves.
Ocean's
Braves.
12.
No, Braves.
I'm going with the 12s.
Nah, give me the 12s.
And we got Monstar Spitfire.
Monstars.
Yes,
They're gonna roll
sir.
these guys. It's
Yes,
gonna be ugly.
sir.
Match words, please.
I also think Monsters will win.
Yes. Good night, PZ.
You didn't have any of your Black Forest cake?
No, not yet.
Are you gonna
Sun
have
is
any?
down.
Sun is down. I had my chocolate milk at 8:30 Eastern Standard Time.
Eastern Center Time.
Number 9, Passionard, huh?
Yes, sir, Miller.
Wow, man. Sean Abrams is going to be having steam coming out of his ears.
I mean,
right now.
everybody's going to be in front of Sean Abram. He's number 10.
Oh, man.
There's only 10 teams.
I can't wait for number 8 next week.
It's going to be good.
Good night, PZ.